All right, so this is pretty much my final opinion on the, I couldn't remember the model name. It's a Weslo Cadence G 5.9 on Amazon. It's about $300. I'm gonna tell you the pros and the cons of this from a real world user experience. I've had it for a couple days. I'm gonna break it down and send it back. It's just not for me. The biggest thing that, that's a problem for me is, number one, the track width. I know there's some reviews out there that say that this isn't an issue. There's a guy that's like 6'6" or something like that, and it says that he runs on it fine. But to be honest with you, let me turn it on really slow so I can talk. And my stride is kind of being hampered by the width. So to give you a better angle of that, let's bring the camera over here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. My stride, is naturally about like this. And so I have to watch myself when I am running so that I don't catch the edge like so. So for me, I just need a wider track. And that's something, I'm not saying that, let me turn this off. I'm not saying that that's Weslo's fault, because some of the other stuff that I'm gonna tell you as far as pros and cons, I think is their fault. And the treadmill could be a lot better if they would address some of this stuff. So the biggest deal breaker for me though is the track width. For somebody that's just looking to get a treadmill in their house and start exercising or walking or whatever, for $300, you really can't complain too much. There is one glaringly obvious thing that Weslo does that really pissed me off, and it really turned me off to the treadmill as a whole. When you first set up the treadmill, it doesn't work. It just says hello, hello, hello like 50 million times. You either have to waste 30 minutes like I did searching on Amazon or searching through Google to find a hack, which is to hold down the Bluetooth button not for 10 seconds, but 30 whole seconds, and that will disable the requirement to sign up for iFit. So I think that's cheap. I think that's very shitty. Kudos to these guys for building a recurring subscription business model, but it should never come at the expense of the user experience. So forcing the treadmill not to work unless somebody signs up for $15 a month for some stupid iFit service really pisses people off. You can go through the Amazon reviews, you'll see that people just packaged it back up and sent it back and said that it doesn't work. Well, it's not that it doesn't work, it's just the company is deliberately forcing you to sign up to iFit unless you know the little hack to disable that. So that put a bad taste in my mouth. Overall, for $300, the build quality is actually pretty good. It's just the whole thing is a little bit too narrow of a setup for me. There is no tilt, there is no, incline at all. Speed control I think is pretty good for the price that you're paying. There is no cushion either, so it's pretty hard. I wouldn't say that it's as hard as running on concrete or something like that. It's better than that, but it's not gonna be like that soft cushy feel like we all want, right? So it's the age-old thing, we want performance, price, speed of delivery, ease of setup, or whatever it is, pick two. It's the same old thing. I wasn't sure how much I was going to use this, so I bought a cheap treadmill to see if I could incorporate it into my daily routine. And then if I did, I could always sell this on Craigslist or something and then get a better one or whatever. But really, even my walking treadmill, I don't know if you guys can see this, but even my treadmill desk is a 20-inch wide treadmill. And I just didn't realize that the 16-inch on the Weslo was going to be such a big difference. Actually, honestly, I didn't even know it was a 16-inch when I bought it. I knew it was a little bit narrower, but I didn't know it was that big of a difference. And so that definitely makes a huge difference. Pros would be, if you just, like I said, if you just want a treadmill and you're looking for something cheap to get in your house, this is probably a good fit for you. I'll put a link in the YouTube description so you can go right to this model and you don't have to dig through and figure out which one it is. That said, don't expect the world from a $300 treadmill. So for me, I'm gonna send this back. Again, buried in the user manual, if you do buy a Weslo, is how to at least get it to turn on when you buy it without signing up to iFit. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I haven't used it long term to comment on reliability or really the build quality. Build quality seems fine to me. I'm a little bit perturbed that I have to take it apart now and package it back up because it's kind of a pain. But yeah, that's my opinion on the Weslo. Got another video that shows you that's zoomed in on the screen if you happen to own a weslo and you're just looking for how to get it to work. I've got another video that zooms in right on the screen that shows you exactly what to do and all that stuff. So check that out. Hope you guys have a great day.